Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy and the predictions for the sign of Gemini for the year of 2022. Now, what a crazy year 2021 has been, and I would like to start off by just saying I really appreciate everybody who's been watching my content here in this year of 2021. Your likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions really do mean a lot to me, and I am grateful for each and every one of you. So if you are subscribed, do stay subscribed. If you have not yet hit the subscribe button and you watch my content regularly, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I have a lot of good things coming for you here in this next year in 2022. So with all of that said, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from somebody that is not me, that is somebody impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. And check out my Instagram. I do exclusive content on that platform that you cannot find on YouTube. So, let me make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into it. I have to say I'm really liking the energy so far for this reading for you. Just a quick glance, but all right, I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Three of Wands. So this is a card, really nice energy here with the Three of Wands. You know, this card talks about growth and expansion. It talks about taking something to the next level. This person's sort of looking out to the horizon and they're thinking to themselves, what can I do now that the entire ocean is available to me? Now that I have the entire world available to me, what can I do to up-level myself, to take something to the next step? It can be seen as like the initial win in the Suit of Wands after you've done the research and planning of the Two of Wands. And along with that, this Three of Wands can also be a big indicator of travel. As you see, this person here is, not only are they looking out to the shoreline, thinking about all of the possibilities, but they're also seeing the ship here sail away or come to shore. And so for some of you, this year could be, you could be thinking about travel this year. Really, if I'm looking here, this is really the only travel card I see on the board, but it's a big card nonetheless, and we always go through and clarify, so we could get more. But I do feel like some of you are maybe thinking about travel, thinking about what you can do in those areas. With this Three of Wands, I do feel like some of you are potentially having an opportunity here to step into the spotlight in some way. You may have spent 2021 building something, and now you're maybe looking to get a little bit public with it, in that if you have a business, you may take it online, or it probably is already, but if you have a business, you may create a social media profile around it, or there's something here where whatever if you've been learning as well. I'm also getting this message for some of you who've been learning. You're thinking about like making it into maybe a full-time business, or getting a job in these new skills you've been learning. But right away in the middle, you have the Star. Love the energy of this card. It's becoming one of my favorite cards in the tarot. I have a lot of favorites. You have my favorite, but this is certainly one of mine here in the tarot. The Star is hope and optimism for the future. Okay, this person is in healing waters of renewal. And it does say, you know, if you've been nursing an injury or an illness in this year of 2021, it is a good omen for healing. Of course, this is not medical advice, but it's certainly one of the meanings of the Star. Most importantly, this is your wish being granted here in the middle. I do feel some of you are strongly getting something that comes through for you in this year. This is Aquarius energy, so inventiveness, innovation, doing things that are kind of unique, if you will. But I also do like to say that this Star card is a card of like being in the starlight. If you've been looking to, maybe it could mean that you're taking something public, or you're making a social media account or a profile, or you're doing something like that here with this Three of Wands. So some wish coming true. You have the other major wish card I just realized above it. Geminis are getting wishes are having wishes fulfilled here in this year of 2022. In the first column, you have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Really love this energy. These two cards here, the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, are an incredible complement to one another. This Ace of Wands is a side hustle, a passion project, something that gets you fired up. It's personally, as I've said, my favorite card, because if there was ever a card to start a new business, this would be the card to pull. Typically, businesses started under the energy of the Ace of Wands are successful. Of course, timelines can change, anything can change, but it's certainly the sort of, it's a big signal if you've been looking to start a business to get the Ace of Wands that might actually be pretty successful or a good idea. Some of you maybe have started one in the past year, or you've maybe been self-employed in the past year, especially as you have this energy of the Page of Wands here as well. This talks about potentially offers in work. So if you're not self-employed, this can indicate a job offer coming in, especially if you've been looking for like that dream job. As you have two cards of dreams and wishes here, dream job for some of you may be coming in here with this Ace of Wands in the year of 2022. The Ace of Wands can also indicate an invitation. Both of these cards in some respects can indicate downloads of information or invitations or offers from the universe. And so it could mean that you have fated connections in this year. There's this really nice spiritual energy here with the first three cards, with the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Star, that is, I think, going to be a really welcome sign for many of you. You have this Four of Cups as well. The thing is, in this year, you're going to want to be careful. You're going to want to take note of the times in this year where you fall into traps of boredom or apathy, okay? Because this person is not growing. They are not engaging in the energy of the Ace and the Page and the Star here. They are staying under the tree. They are bored. They're not helping themselves out in any way. And the thing that's challenging here for this Four of Cups is they have an alternative solution. They have an offer from the universe. This hand represents the universe. This cup represents an alternative solution. This person can't see it. And so the offers are there for you, Gemini. The solutions are there. The answers are there for you, Gemini. Will you reach up and grab it is the question. In your middle column, you have the Nine of Cups, the Star, and the King of Cups. So love this energy with the Nine of Cups and the Star. While the Star can be a wish granted, the Nine of Cups can be said that this is the fulfillment of a wish or a dream come true. You can see this person in their small business holding up their cup. Things are going well. Their cups are presumably overflowing. Customers are coming in. You can see the expression on their face, total joy, total emotional contentment about what they've done to get themselves into the place that they are now. And so it's a really nice energy here. Especially with another wish card below it. So for many of you, this is going to be in the areas of business, career, and enterprise. Some of you maybe have been in a situation that has not been fulfilling. That's about to change for Geminis. You have this King of Cups as well. At the same time, you're going to want to, it's saying that you're going to want to realize that cooler heads may prevail here in this year. This person is not rocking the boat at all, okay? In fact, they are not aggressive in any way. They allow the water to come to them. They allow the universe to come to them, the King of Cups. And I get the sense that you're not going to really have to try hard for this wish or this dream that's coming true. I feel like just by being yourself, being your authentic Gemini self, it's going to come to you. And that's what I'm feeling here. In the last column, you have the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So this Three of Swords here is potentially this is a card of heartbreak, okay? And as I always like to say, this does not have to be divorce, separation, breakup, anything like that. It's heavily associated with those things, but this is anything that's breaking your heart here. This could be a betrayal from a friend. It could be getting let go of at a job, getting severed from a job. But part of me feels like some of you here, in order for this wish energy to come into full bloom, something needs to be removed, and it could mean that you have an attachment to a previous relationship because this is in the upper row of your thoughts. And so some of you are maybe really trying to get over somebody. You also have this Nine of Swords. They could be coming in your dreams. This whatever has broken your heart here, either in 2021 or maybe in 2022, this situation might leave you having nightmares. The situation may come into your dreams in some ways. And with the King of Cups next to the Nine of Swords, it's going to be important that you do something to relieve yourself of stress in the year 2022. And you have this Seven of Wands as well, which is a card of competition. To me, it means you're going to be successful in the year 2022, because the card that comes before it's a major card of success, but now people want what you have because you have succeeded and perhaps they are not. And so it's talking about you holding your ground, standing your ground. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Also really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. I may be doing something with my email list in 2022, so definitely check that out. Okay, you have hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. You have Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. This is important for you here. There might be something in 2022 that stresses you out, which is part of life, but you're going to really want to do something to ground yourself in this year and relieve the stress in some ways. You have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. But it's a big year. It's a big year for you. To start off with the Star and the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Wands. Okay, I guess these are the cards that wanted to just come forward here. This is a big year for Gemini. And, I think you're probably dealing with just life stresses. And that's part of the experience many times. Not always, but many times. Okay, so you have be assertive, take action, and probably the most important card in the oracles, trust, in this reading. So trust that you are on a path here. Okay, you are being guided by the light of the star in the middle, and you are going through some fulfillment of a wish, of a destiny, of a journey, of a dream. And there is something about dreams. It's probably dreams coming true, but also messages coming into your dreams here in this year of 2022. I think it's probably a little bit of both for many Geminis here. So let's see what else we get. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Eight of Swords. All right. So take action. Remember, we had this oracle card here, take action. That's essentially the meaning of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a person, or it's like a person that seizes the day or seizes an opportunity. And I think this is going to be very important for you as it lines up with the Ace of Wands. Okay, there is a business venture for many of you, okay? Or a idea that may even be downloaded to you in your dreams or in some other area of your life that you're going to want to really take advantage of and take action on with that energy. And you have this Four of Cups with the Eight of Swords. Four of Cups is, again, this alternative solution, but you can't see it. And look at what is going on here with this Eight of Swords energy. They're blindfolded. You can't see. Okay? The reason you can't see this big situation that's coming in with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands is because there's some sort of self-imposed restriction here. Okay, you're in some sort of thought imprisonment here in this year that it's going to be important that you get yourself out of. This is your challenge for the year 2022. If you can work through that, you have everything. The Star, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands. You have literally what you need here. And you have the Four of Wands to boot as well, which is celebrations, achievements, ceremonies, stabilities, foundations, success, and even marriage. So you have this Three of Cups, this Knight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So two knights here coming in. Anytime I get two or more knights in a reading, it tells me that you will likely be very busy at this time. So in this year of 2022, whirlwind time of change for you and for Geminis here. And I love that this Knight of Wands is mixing here, not only in the middle, which is an important card, it kind of informs the rest of the cards, but also with the star. You're a maverick, okay, Gemini. You are talented. The Knight of Wands is one of my big talent cards in the tarot. It's a skill card. You have multiple gifts, multiple skills, multiple abilities. You're able to sort of wear all the hats, and you're passionate about what you do with the Knight of Wands energy coming in. So for many of you, there's something here around seizing the day, taking an advantage, taking action on an opportunity to either be self-employed or get a new job in those areas around a talent, okay? And this is what I'm feeling like for many of you here. And this is going to feel like this is either going to be a dream job for many of you that's coming in, or a dream opportunity to be your own boss in many ways. You have this Three of Cups with the Nine of Cups. This is going to be a year of joy, celebration, happiness, good times ahead for you. You know, these three friends or these three sisters here are celebrating. They're holding all their cups in the air. Their cups are presumably overflowing. Good things are happening. They're celebrating. They're joyous. And you have that with the Nine of Cups, which is just amplifying it. There's a good situation coming in. But we get this next message here, which is another card here. What do we have going on? We have another blindfold. What has been the challenge for you, Gemini, is seeing. The challenge for you is seeing, okay? You need to remove the blindfold in this year. As you do that, you will be given everything. You will be given everything. You have the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, for sure. Look, I want to point something out here to you. You have the Three of Swords up here. Remember, that's the card of heartbreak. And you have this Four of Swords. The Three of Swords are on the banner above this person. They are healing from the heartbreak of the Three of Swords, okay? And for many of you, what's going on here is there is a heart blockage, okay? There is a heart situation where something is like taking up your heart space in this year in some ways, Gemini. And it's going to, like with the Nine of Swords, it's leaving you feeling like, if anything, that's the area in this reading where you're really looking to heal whatever's been blinding you. This could have been a relationship from the past that has ended in 2021. This could have been a severance from a job that has happened in 2021, or even just a challenging relationship with a friend or something like that. There's something here, or even a sister or a brother or something, family member, that's holding you back from achieving all of this, because you have the Six of Swords, another card of sailing away, travel, going to new places, going to new shorelines, seeing new people, and going for it, not looking back as you embark on this new journey, with the Queen of Pentacles making practical choices, and the Eight of Wands below, another card of travel. So I said, remember, we might get some more cards of travel. Here they are. Okay, Eight of Wands is even long distance travel. That's like, you know, travel by air, travel by flight, going to distant lands, going to distant places. And it's also just accelerated motion, the feeling of getting unstuck, the feeling of moving forward. So Geminis, you have everything, and the Knight of Wands, which, gosh, how did I even miss that? The Knight of Wands is probably, it's one of the biggest cards of travel in the tarot. You know, the Knight of Wands comes forward when you're ready to move residence, move to a new location, go to new places. So, you know, big year for Geminis. You have adjudication, family room, child, mature woman, concern, and great fortune. Wow. Some of you are either healing a family situation with mature woman, family room, adjudication, child, or there's maybe the blockage has been your family for some of you. Like there's somebody in your family blocking your abundance. Maybe they're just a negative person. We all have that negative family member that's just, you know, nitpicking. And, you know, some of you may be dealing with that. For others of you, there's maybe the family member is your spouse with adjudication, family room, and child, and you're going through changes in those areas, divorce. But regardless, there's something that's concerning you here that's leaving you feeling blinded in some ways. It will be in your best interest to really heal that and work through that in this year, because at the end of it is this Great Fortune card, which is literally the best card to get in the Kipper deck. It's everything you could want, a major increase in abundance. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. And check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Have a great day. I will see you in the next one.